Welcome back, guys. I'm Marcia. This is the Urban Man. So my second last review, I looked at the Smock Nord. For me, it was a big disappointment. A lot of people love it, and I just had to share my experiences with it. And for me, it was a letdown. Guys can go to my past reviews and check that out if you want to. But why am I talking about the Smock Nord now? Is I've got another vape-related review for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Artery PAL2. So let me stop right there and let's get down into this. Alright guys, so here we have it, the Artery PAL2 Tony B Projects pod system. So it usually comes in cellophane. Obviously I've ripped that off. I've been using this guy for just over a month. My reviews, I like to actually test them and not open them up, fill it up with juice and take one or two toots and say, oh, this is the most amazing flavor I've ever had in my life. No, I'll spend a month with it unless I just tell you it's an unboxing or that sort of thing. But this is a proper review. I've actually been vaping on it for just over a month. So it comes in cellophane. I've ripped that off. Opening it up, if you really want to see what's around the box, you get your usual junk written all around. Nobody really cares about that. And here's the mod with a couple of dents on. Why? Like I said, I've been using it for just over a month and I've dropped it actually twice on paving, so you can see there's a few little chips and stuff. But yours will, if you get one of these little guys, it'll come in perfect good nick. So yeah, that's the mod. If you lift this up, you'll get your usual user manuals. If you're really bored at home, don't have TV, you can read that. Your warranty card and a certificate, the quality control certificate. Inside you'll get some spittle O-rings and a little plug. I'll show you where the plugs go now, and you get your usual coil. Comes with two coils, a 0.6 and a 1.2 ohm coil. Currently using the 1.2 ohm coils for mouth to lung, and your little dinky USB cable if you want to connect it to a laptop, which is all it's good for. And that's it. So I'm going to chuck that all one side and let's concentrate on this little bugger. Alright, so that's the mod. You get the fire button. Here you can obviously see the mouthpiece, Artery written on the side. You've got this nice little simple design on the sides, USB charging port, and that's it. Okay, to get to your pod, this is a magnetic cover. Lifts up like that. There's your magnets and there's the pod. So it uses coils like I said. Now to get to this guy, well, to insert a coil, what you want to do is slightly push down, and I like gripping it like this, and this actually just pops out, and yeah, there's your positive and negative terminals, and there's the pod. So this is where your pod actually screws in. So this unscrews here. This is a part of the mod or pod system, you can say, and your coil actually screws into there and screws back into there, and this is what makes contact with the terminals. Obviously the center being your positive and your negatives on the outside, and there's your peak insulation over there. To fill it up, it's got this little plug. That's the little spare plug that came in there. Just pop it open and you fill up with juice, close it, and that's it. So let me open up a coil. I've actually went to my vape store, local vape store, got some new coils because I've gone through 4 coils already. So there's the coils. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay, there's a new coil. Let's stick a coil in here. That screws in there. Simple and easy. I forgot to show you something. There's your airflow control at the bottom here. So there it's closed. I don't know if you can see that. It's closed, and if I twist it, there it's open. All right, so that's your airflow control. And that just screws in there. Obviously you're going to prime it beforehand, but I'm just showing you how everything fits in together. That screws in there, and then you're going to clip it in, and you're going to put your cover on, and that's that. I'm just going to unscrew it because I want to fill it up with juice then. Then it's got a battery light indicator. Let's just pop this in here for... Alright, so it's got a battery light indicator. I'm just going to 5 clicks on and off. There's a battery indicator there. Blue, fully charged. Purple, it's in between, 50%, and red is when it's low. So that's quite cool. Your battery indicator there by the USB port, and then obviously 5 clicks off, and it flashes red. And yeah, that's all that I need to show you. It's quite small. Let me show you a size comparison quickly. I just want to grab something here. Those of you that know the Snow Wolf Mini, it's about the size of the Snow Wolf Mini. Slightly, ever so slightly a bit higher, but obviously much thinner. And thickness wise, it's basically identical. I would say the Snow Wolf is slightly, ever so slightly, maybe a mil or two. But yeah, that's a Snow Wolf Mini size comparison. But yeah, this guy's tiny. You can see in the hand. Really, really nice little mod pod system. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to go back up and we're going to have a quick discussion and be done. See you up on top. Alright guys, so we're back up on top here. Took a look at the Artery PAL2, and what are my thoughts? Well, I'm really impressed with this little guy. Performs just as a pod system should. No leaking at all, not even a single little drop. I might, whoops, once in a while, let me grab that. Once in a while get a little bit of condensation, but slight, ever so slightly. Get a bit of condensation, but that's really, I'm talking about really minute, hardly nothing. Coils last 6 days. You can stretch it to 7. I wouldn't take it over 7. That's using it religiously day in and out. If you using this as like a secondary device and have something else on you all the time, you'll stretch this coil a bit longer. But yeah, if you're using solely this pod system day in and out, you're going to get 6 days battery life. You're going to get 6 days life out of your coil. Battery life, I charge it at night. It charges really quick. Within an hour and a half, it's fully charged, and I don't have to charge it for the rest of the day. It lasts me the whole day, the entire day. And usually when I get home, I can feel the vapor production is slightly less, so I'll plug it in for half an hour or so, and then grab it and carry on using it. But yeah, the whole day, no issues. Juice consumption, this thing is so economical as well. I'll fill it up as well in the morning, use it the whole day. When I get back home, it's still about a quarter tank. It's got a 3 ml juice capacity. But yeah, the juice consumption of the thing is awesome. Really impressed with that as well. I suspect it's got to do, obviously do with the power output that you get versus the ohms of the coil. You know, the juice consumption, it lasts. You can fill this thing up and take it out the whole day and come back and still vape on it some more. Really impressed. Battery life, juice consumption, coil longevity, stealthy, small, fits in the hand really nicely, fits in the pocket. The button is nicely recessed. You actually have to press it in for it to fire. You can stick this thing in your pocket. It's not gonna fire by itself. I know it's got the on and off, but I'd usually just chuck my mod inside my pocket and pull it out, vape on it, stick it back in my pocket. That was the issue I had with another mod where the firing button was actually protruding, and that gave me issues because I don't switch it on off. I vape so frequently. For my style of vaping, I'll take it out, I'll have 1 or 2 drags, stick it back inside my pocket. Like 2 minutes later, I'll pull it out, put it back in. 2 minutes later, put out, put it back, and that's how I go the whole day. I don't want to grab it 5 clicks, take a drag, 5 clicks off, stick it in. I don't have time for that. I just want to pull it out, have a few pulls, and stick it back in. So yeah, the firing button is really, really nice on this pod system, and that's it. It's nothing more to it. It's a really, really good pod system that works as it should. I had a little bit of issue with one of the coils, nothing major that I should give a negative feedback on, but yeah, I suspect that's got to do with the QC issue or whatever. But out of 4 coils, I had one that gave me a slight issue. I still managed to use it the full 6 days, but yeah, it did give me a little bit of an issue in terms of the cotton wasn't saturating properly. But yeah, besides that, really, really impressed with this little bugger. Really, really impressed with this guy. Nothing to complain about. If you're looking for a pod system and you enjoy doing mouth to lung, enjoy Nick Salt's juice, I can highly recommend the Artery. So I'm not going to drag this on any longer. You guys know what I'll give this 2 thumbs up. If you're looking for this device, pod system, mouth to lung, this is it. This is it. And yeah, it's also dirt cheap. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe. If you guys are into pod systems, please let me know what you guys think of the Artery. If you own the Artery, or if you've tried other pod systems, what are your thoughts on the other pod systems? Maybe you've tried the Artery and other pod systems. What are your comparisons? Please, I do respond to all my comments. You can see my other previous videos. I do interact with most of the chats, almost basically all of them. So please, yeah, drop down comments. Let me know what you guys think of the video and what you think of the Artery, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.